Your life is governed by a clock that is lying to you. Elon Musk is building bridges of steel to escape a dying planet, and NASA is trapping time in a cage of silicon. But while they look up with machines, they are blind to the stone foundations beneath their feet. 1,000 years ago, in the emerald silence of the jungle, a silent empire already owned the keys to eternity. They didn't have telescopes. They had the truth. This is the glitch in reality that the modern world is terrified to admit. Today, your foundation of sand collapses. Today, we dismantle the arrogance of the present to reclaim the stone of the past. NASA spent 50 years and billions of dollars to master the atomic clock, a machine so precise it measures the heartbeat of a second using the vibrations of a cesium atom. We celebrate this as the absolute peak of human achievement. We hold up our digital watches and our satellite-sensed phones as proof that we have finally conquered the mystery of existence. But we are wrong. It is not a peak, it is a prison. We have built a cage of nanoseconds and minutes, and we have locked our souls inside. While we obsess over the fraction of a moment, the Maya had already solved the mathematics of eternity. 1,000 years ago, without a single gear, without a single lens, and without a single computer, a civilization in the limestone shadows of Central America owned the keys to the galaxy. They didn't look at time, they looked through it. They didn't see time as a resource to be spent or a commodity to be sold. They saw it as the very fabric of the soul. This is the secret they tried to bury under the noise of the Industrial Revolution. Don't look away. Everything you've been told about our place in history is a house of cards. Humanity boasts that it reached the summit of chronological mastery, yet we have never been more blind. We celebrate a machine that loses only 1 second every 300 million years. But while we obsess over the fraction of a second, we have lost the meaning of the eon. Look at the world around you. Truly look. We stand atop a mountain of technology, yet we are spiritually homeless. We have become slaves to a ticking hand, trading the infinite, majestic rhythm of the cosmos for the flickering, hollow dopamine of a handheld screen. We have been conditioned, from the moment we enter school to the moment we are buried, to believe that time is a straight line, a road leading from birth to a dead end. We were lied to. Time is not a line. It is a wheel. It is a foundation of cycles within cycles, gears within gears, shadows within light. We think we are progressing because our clocks move faster, because our processors are smaller, because our notifications are more frequent. But we are merely spinning in a deeper circle of distraction. We are running faster and faster toward a horizon that does not exist. While we struggle to predict the weather for next week using supercomputers, the Maya were calculating the precise alignment of the planets for the next 10,000 years, using nothing but the power of observation and the logic of the Great Spirit. We call them primitive only to soothe our own ego. We call them ancient to hide our own fear, the fear that we have lost a primordial technology of the spirit that no satellite, no rocket, and no algorithm can ever replace. We live in a state of chronological tyranny. We are told that time is money, a phrase designed to turn your life into a transaction. But the Maya knew that time is art. They understood that the universe does not move in cold seconds and mechanical minutes, but in great, sweeping, celestial breaths. Our modern amnesia has cut us off from the source. We are like leaves blowing in the wind, unaware of the massive ancient tree from which we fell. Welcome to Foundation Earth. Today we shatter the arrogance of the modern calendar. We journey into the limestone shadows of the Yucatan to unlock the long count, the secret foundation of the architects of eternity. Think about the system you live by every single day. You organize your meetings, your weddings, and your very life by the Gregorian calendar, a system so fundamentally broken, so mathematically clumsy that it needs a leap year every 4 rotations just to keep the seasons from drifting into total chaos. But the Maya? They built their foundation on the unshakable stone of pure mathematics. While the rest of the world was stumbling through the dark ages of Europe, Mayan astronomers were observing the sky from the tops of limestone observatories like El Caracol. They realized that the Earth doesn't just spin, it breathes. They understood that we live within a cosmic clockwork of staggering complexity. They utilized 2 great gears to navigate reality. The first, the Hob, was the solar calendar of 365 days, the rhythm of the soil, the seasons, and the physical body. But the second gear, the Tzolk'in, was the spiritual calendar of 260 days, the rhythm of the human soul, the gestation of life, and the heartbeat of the divine. When these 2 gears locked together every 52 years, a window of destiny opened. The Maya didn't just live in time. They danced with it. They knew that every day had a face, a spirit, and a specific energy. They knew that Tuesday was not just a day between Monday and Wednesday, but a unique vibrational portal. Do you know the spirit of your day? Do you know the frequency of your own life? Or are you just waiting for the digital clock to hit 5 o'clock so you can escape into the next distraction? Let the numbers sink into your spirit. The Mayan calculation of the solar year was accurate to within 0.0-0-0-2 days. Think about that. Without a single silicon chip, they tracked the complex 5-100-and-80-4-day cycle of the planet Venus with an error of only 2 hours over the course of 5 centuries. How is this possible for a people we are told were Stone Age? How did they see what our modern sensors only recently confirmed? They did not have silicon. They did not have electricity. They had something more powerful. They had the zero. While European mathematicians were still struggling to perform simple addition with Roman numerals, the Maya had already mastered the concept of the void. They realized that nothing is the most important something in the universe. By mastering the zero, they unlock the ability to calculate dates millions of years into the past and millions of years into the future. They realized that the universe is not a collection of solid, separate objects, but a series of mathematical frequencies, vibrations that repeat in perfect, predictable loops. They were the world's first quantum physicists disguised as forest dwellers. They claimed their wisdom was a gift from Kukulkan, the plumed serpent, the master of the winds and the stars, who brought the light of mathematics from the dark rift at the center of our galaxy. Look at the Great Pyramid of Chichen Itza. During the equinox, the sun creates a shadow serpent descending the stairs. This isn't just art. It is a stone computer programmed with the coordinates of the sun. Is this a myth? Or is it a science so advanced that NASA is only now beginning to touch its shadow? We look at their pyramids and see tombs. They looked at those structures and saw resonators, stone interfaces designed to synchronize the human nervous system with the heartbeat of the galaxy. They knew that the limestone of the Yucatan acts as a conductor, amplifying the thoughts of those who stood atop the temples. They weren't just building buildings, they were building tuning forks. They knew that the earth has a frequency, the Schumann resonance, and they built their cities to match it. While we live in smart cities that make us anxious and sick, they lived in sacred cities that made them calm and wise. They knew that when the mind is in sync with the planet, the future is not a mystery, it is a map. This is the technology of the spirit. It doesn't require batteries. It doesn't require a subscription. It requires a foundation. We have been taught that the Maya disappeared. They didn't disappear. They realized that the physical world is only one layer of the wheel, and they moved their consciousness into the next cycle. They left us the ruins as a reminder, a silent message written in stone, waiting for a generation that was ready to wake up. The new world is obsessed with what is next, the next phone, the next trend, the next profit. We have become a civilization of the immediate, forever forgetting the eternal. We have traded our cosmic heartbeat for a 9-to-5 cage made of wires and glass. We have forgotten that we are currently living through a 26,000-year cycle, called the precession of the equinoxes, a cycle the Maya mapped with terrifying precision. We have traded our memory for data and our soul for a screen. We have lost the law of Enlaikic, the Mayan foundation that says, I am another you. They knew that we are not separate individuals fighting for resources, but one single organism experiencing itself through billions of eyes. When we hurt the earth, we hurt ourselves. When we forget the ancestors, we lose our future. This is the psychological cancer of the modern world, the belief that we are alone. The Maya knew we are never alone. We are surrounded by the spirits of the cycles, the voices of the stars, and the memory of the stone. The foundation is still standing, buried under the noise of the digital age. You are not a prisoner of the clock. You are not a victim of the second hand. You are a traveler of the eons, a child of the stars living in a world of dust. The new world is not being built in a laboratory in Silicon Valley. It is being rediscovered in the limestone shadows of the ancient world. The jungle is calling. The ancient wisdom of the 7 continents is rising. It is time to stop living on the surface of a dying dream. It is time to reclaim the stone foundation of your ancestors. We are traversing the globe to resurrect the truths that were never lost, only hidden in plain sight. It is time to wake up. It is time to return to the rhythm. It is time to become the ancestors that the 7th generation will thank. Think of your life as a cycle. What are you building? Are you building a monument of plastic that will rot, or a foundation of stone that will endure? The Maya didn't build for their own time. They built for all time. They knew that we would be here today, lost in the amnesia, and they left the lights on for us. The amnesia is breaking. Can you feel the rhythm returning? Can you hear the sound of the stone? The modern world wants you to stay small, stay distracted, and stay afraid. Foundation Earth wants you to stand tall, stay focused, and stay eternal. If you are a seeker of wisdom and a lover of humanity, like and subscribe to reclaim your foundation. Your support is the fuel that allows us to travel deeper into the forgotten corners of our world to find the keys to our future. Do not just watch. Join the movement. Join the tribe. We are the ones we have been waiting for. We are the bridge between the ancient and the new. We are the architects of the next foundation. The universe is not a machine. It is a song, and it is time you learned the melody once again. This is Foundation Earth. 7 continents. 10,000 years of wisdom. One eternal truth. Rebuild your foundation. Reclaim your soul. Return to the source. The wheel is turning and the stars are waiting. Will you answer the call, or will you remain a ghost in the machine? The choice is the only thing that has ever truly been yours. Build on stone or vanish in the sand. The foundation is waiting.